Welcome everybody to the final round of the 2018 Oklahoma Open. We've got a pretty special card for you guys today. We've got Eagle McMahon just killing the tournament, sitting at 26 under. Greg, Chris, Taylor, and Richard not too far behind them. My name's Gabriel Dow, and here I have Bobby Cox with me.
Hey, what's going on?
We're going to be commentating this round, and this is a pretty special course. What do you think of it?
It's long.
Yeah, it's very long.
Very long. It's a ball golf course, so the grass is going to be short. You can get a lot of massive skips. And yeah, just try to stay in bounds.
Yeah. First hole is par 3, 380 feet. It's going to be a slight downhill with OB carrying all the way along the right side. It's pretty much an island because, you got all the cars to the left. So pretty much you want to throw a hyzer out and not have it skip too much. And it looks like Eagle
might have good.
Yeah, started off a little bit.
And Eagle actually had 8 wins this year.
Wow.
That's so many wins.
And how many National Tour wins?
I don't know,
let's see.
3.
Was it 3?
I think it was 3, yeah. Here we got Greg, current world champion. He's awesome having him in Tulsa for this tournament here.
Yeah. And he's kept it lower, and that's ideal right there.
Yeah, it's 20-footer. Here we got Chris.
Yep. He's lining up the lefty forehand line, and that's looking real nice. As long as it doesn't skip too much. And that is perfect.
And that's what you want on the first hole of this final round. You really want to make a statement, make a charge, and this hole is pretty doable for that.
Yeah. Still a little scary because it's an island, but definitely gettable for these guys.
Looks like he got a little too much turn on it, but it's going to work out.
Yep. He read that right.
Yep.
And he's going to be inside the circle. And last but not least, we have Richard Y., who has had a great tournament so far.
Yeah, he's been nailing all of his putts, it seems like.
Yeah, his putter has been hot.
He's a guy that's not really going to shock you with anything crazy, but he's just really consistent, and he's just doing what he needs to do.
Yep, and he keeps it in bounds there. He is going to be about circle's edge. Eagle's got a little bit of a long putt with the OB behind the basket as well.
Kind of a duck putt here.
Oh,
that's unfortunate.
He just nicks that branch.
Here we got Richard for his birdie.
He's got kind of a scary putt as well.
Yeah, good start.
Awesome. That is a great start by Richard Y. Great putt.
Carrying over from the previous day.
Yeah. And Greg for a stroke on Eagle to tie it up.
How was the wind out here this day?
It wasn't too bad, actually, considering Oklahoma.
Yeah, and they probably teed off at what, like noon?
Yeah, 12:30, I believe. So it was really nice though. Perfect day for disc golf. Clear skies.
Perfect putt by Greg there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, he needed that. Looks like Greg and Eagle are all tied up now. We're gonna have a pretty exciting round.
It's gonna be a battle.
Yeah.
On a very challenging course. A lot of these holes require a lot of arm, so. Yep. We're going to see some really cool angles and a lot of awesome shots.
And Taylor had a great last round as well, making his way back up to the lead card. We got to film him first round, and he's back with us now. Always love seeing him kill it on the disc golf course.
Absolutely.
And hole 2, this is going to be a par 3, 420 feet. Carries over the water. There's going to be OB on the right side as well. Most of these guys will be throwing either a hyzer or something that'll flip up flat and just ride all the way to the basket. But you do want to keep it on the right side there and kind of trust the disc to fade back in.
And I just want to give a huge thanks to Heather Wagle for putting this tournament on. She's done so much work to make this tournament really absolutely amazing.
Yeah, she did an awesome job. It was one of the best Oklahoma Opens yet, for sure.
And Kyle Gibson for helping her out, getting this course in shape.
And Greg left his short. Well short, actually.
That's quite a bit short. Chris going with that big hyzer, looks like.
I was watching Chris warm up, and this dude bombs. I think something that a lot of people don't realize about Chris either is he bombs forehands.
Yeah, his forehand game is insane.
Yeah, he can launch
I don't know
those things.
If it's like the fact that he's not on the coverage very often, people just don't see it, but he's probably top 5 forehand distances.
Oh, yeah.
In the world.
And Taylor kind of turned something over a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
That's perfect. He's going to be about circle's edge, maybe outside the circle.
Just right in the shadow.
And it looks like Richard's lining up. A little turnover as well.
That's a great looking line.
Oh, yeah. Just a little short.
Yeah, I'm really uncomfortable throwing those kind of shots. Whenever I see them executed like this, it's really something else.
Yeah. And then here we have Eagle lining up the hyzer, I'm sure.
Probably a 420-foot spike hyzer up in the clouds.
Looks like he's got that swirly PD2.
Keeps it fairly low.
Yeah. Just kind of riding straight. He's got around that tree, and he is right inside the circle. And Greg has a long putt. He's going to need this to keep up with Eagle. Nope.
And these players are playing on the Disc Catcher Sports baskets, but with the Pro 28 chains. Just a little fun fact there. Because this is a temporary course.
Oh, and Richard just wide.
Just a little bit right.
Eagle went a little bit longer than I thought, but I think he's got this putt. Oh, yeah.
27 down.
Eagle pulling ahead of Greg. Still a lot of golf left.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Was that Richard for his par?
Yeah. I mean, he missed a little bit AM side, but it spit through.
All right, and hole 3 is par 4, 860 foot. There's not too much OB on this hole. Pretty much you want to get either left or right of this clump of trees we're flying by right now. There's 3 trees, and I mean, ideally you want to be on the left side because you'll have a little bit better look at the basket. But I mean, as long as you're outside of the trees, you have a pretty clean look.
Yeah, it seems like you're just trying to bite off as much distance as possible.
Yeah, pretty much.
Looks like Eagles lining up that big, like, anti-flex shot, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe roller? Is he going roller? I'm about to find out.
Oh, it's just a full legs?
No, that's a roller. No, it wasn't.
Nope.
That was not a roller.
And that's an interesting spot because there's some branches kind of hanging low over there. But it looked like he kind of got in front of the tree, so we might have a look at the basket.
That looks great. Looks like it's kind of flattening out a little bit. Oh, they hit that early tree?
There. Yeah, it did. He's going to have a little forehand look at the basket.
Chris is going forehand on a 860-foot hole.
He's just trying to flex it around that clump of trees, and he is...
That's right where he wanted to be, though.
Yeah. Ideally, he'd want to be more left, but, I mean, that's okay for him.
Yeah.
He'll have an easy little lefty hyzer. And Taylor turning something. Hitting that little gap there.
He threw that right down the middle.
Yep. I'll be looking really good.
And Richard is sponsored by Wide Dry chalk bags. Him and his wife Tara make these awesome chalk bags to dry your hands before you throw.
Yeah, check them out.
Make really cool designs. Really awesome company.
And Richard with a good shot as well. He's in a great spot being a little bit left. As you can see, he has a lot clearer of a lane than a couple of these guys. That looks like it's fading out too early on him.
Yeah.
Gonna have a long putt for his birdie.
Chris
Oh
just
no.
burned that right into the ground.
Yep.
Low ceiling, but definitely kind of a shank job.
Yep, and that's why you want to be a little bit more left of those trees. Greg's got a real interesting upshot as well.
Yeah, that doesn't look too fun.
Gonna have to turn something.
It's riding.
And it's fading too early.
It's coming out of it.
Oh, he's gonna have a long putt for bird as well.
Now, why didn't he go forehand there?
There's a tree, a guardian tree, a little bit closer to the basket, and it kind of restricts that line.
Oh, okay.
Taylor's throwing a big old turnover as well.
No one's really getting up there.
Yeah, a lot of those guys, like I said, they kind of landed in the middle of that clump of trees as opposed to the right or to the left of it, and so it's difficult.
God,
Eagle.
And even Eagles is not a good lie.
Yeah.
And watching, after he just watched Greg with that super short upshot, he can put a little pressure on him to get up to the basket and expand that lead.
Let's see what Eagle does here. He's kept it nice and low.
That looks so tasty. Looks like it kicked off a branch, but it didn't hurt it too much.
Yeah, and he's about 28 feet, just inside the circle.
Chris with a great upshot.
Yeah, that is a great recovery shot. He'll have a tap in for his par.
Here we got Taylor going with the little forehand, his usual upshot.
Yeah, that's well done as well.
Just pitching up here.
Yep.
Look at that awesome gallery we got.
Yeah, you'll
Final
see
day.
you'll see it grow because there was tee times because it was on a ball golf course, and so as the carts finished, more people showed up in the gallery, and it was really cool to watch.
That's why I like tee times so much more, because
Yeah.
you get a chance to build a gallery in tournaments. It's also why I'm a fan of the Final Nines, but I don't think they do those anymore.
Greg had a decent run there, just a little short. Eagle's a little bit further than I thought.
Boom! Great putt.
And he's keeping the train rolling to get another stroke on Greg.
Is this for par?
Yes, this is for par.
Oh! Did that hit any chains at all?
I don't think that. He just swished that.
That's
That's
insane.
a disc golf swish.
But it definitely does not sound like a swish.
No,
It sounds
not at
pretty
all.
Brutal.
Yeah. Just like, ding.
Chris just tapping in here.
Yep. I think we just had one birdie and the
Pretty
rest pars.
Yeah, pretty standard hole.
Yeah.
Nice. Try to get a lot of distance. Try to
Yeah,
get.
you're not too mad about a par on that hole.
No.
Hole 4. This is pretty much you want to hit the fairway right in the dead center. There's a lot of OB to the left. To the right, all those bushes are not OB, but there is a green up front if you go big. That's something to be a little scared of. But I mean, as long as you play it safe, you'll have a pretty easy upshot to the basket. There's not too many trees in the fairway.
Yeah, those golf green OBs are always so tricky because you're not used to having OB right in the middle of fairways.
Yeah.
You know.
And it looks like Eagles is going to try and throw it right over those bushes. Have it fade right back into the fairway.
Yeah,
Should be a pretty standard shot for him.
Yeah, he's probably throwing just like a little placement shot. Oh, and he ripped the crap out of it.
And he has just turned that straight over OB.
That's OB.
Yep. There is a little creek over there, and it looks like he might have found that.
And if you saw after he threw that, he was looking at the little map on the ground right there to see if he was OB. And he's OB.
Greg.
That's
That's looking
looking
a
like
little bit more stable.
Yeah, that's looking like a
Kicking
nice
out
shot.
wide.
Sit.
And
There you go. That'll work.
he's safe. And that's really ideal, especially for Greg Barsby, because right where he's at on the left side of the fairway, there's a really easy little forehand line.
Chris playing it smart, just getting something really overstable and keeping it in bounds.
Well done.
Chris is sponsored by Dynamic Discs.
Yeah, there really wasn't a cloud in the sky today or that day.
Doesn't look like it. Looks like the wind's picking up a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's such an open course, you kind of just already expect that.
It didn't really feel as bad as
What it looks
what
like.
Taylor's clothes are
Yeah.
making it look like.
He's got a lot of hyzer on this. Oh, I think
did he
that
skip
skipped
over?
off a disc.
I think it did. It skipped off of Greg's disc, I believe.
How unfortunate is that?
Yeah.
Wow. And obviously he doesn't know that. I mean, that's pretty far down there, but... Man. That needs to come back.
He looks like he's done what Eagle has done. If it gets around... And...
I think he's safe. He's safe.
Yeah, I think he's safe.
Yeah.
There's that creek right there, but it doesn't look like he went all the way in there. It faded back in.
Came back and skipped along the water maybe.
I think they're looking for Eagle's disc here.
Now it's Eagles. There it is. Needs to get off that green though.
Nope, and he's
Okay.
cleared it.
God, could you imagine going double a B right there?
Mm-hmm. He's still going to have a long putt to save his par. And Chris with just a standard lefty, maybe mid-range hyzer. He's left his a little bit short as well. You want to get around that tree. And that green is a little bit dangerous as well because there's a hill that drops off behind the basket that just goes right down into some bushes, so you can get some pretty nasty rollaways.
Yeah. Taylor's gonna try to throw a hyzer over this green, it looks like.
He's kept it nice and low. Oh, and he's
Simmer
gone a little
down,
bit.
Simmer down.
Yep. That's that hill I was just talking
Yes.
about. He's found the grass there.
Yeah.
The tall grass.
Circle two.
It did.
Did it get it?
I can see the
Straight
sheen
top
right on the
right now.
No
They're talking about Taylor's
Oh, the
skipping
other...
off the disc.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
They called it.
This is the shortest thing for the road.
Yeah, it literally just hit the disc dead center and skip right off of it.
I saw it skip. I was like, no way, that's a crazy jump.
And Greg with a pretty
So,
easy.
so from this distance, you really just got to control your angle to the green, right?
Yeah.
It's so close. That
You want to get right behind that tree.
It looks like it's got too much
there.
turn on, doesn't it?
Nope. He's about 25.
Yeah, he's in the circle. He's fine. And Richard looks like there's no way he's getting to the basket from here.
Yeah, he had a bomb, but he just
Yeah, I mean,
it just didn't fade back far enough to get onto the fairway.
Yeah, his drive stayed in the air for a good, minute.
And he's going thumber.
Oh, that
And he's found the out of bounds.
that's yeah.
That was an interesting play, a thumber out.
Well, I'm sure he thought he could easily clear it with a thumber, but those branches probably stopped his bat or his follow through and caused him to come up a little bit short.
And that's for his 4.
He's still got some work to do from there.
Yep. He's going to have a little bit of a tester to save his 5. And Eagle's just going to lay up.
That was a great shot.
Yeah. Smart play.
Man, it looks like he's like barely flicks his putters and they just
Yeah.
fly out of his hand.
Yep. He just got it down. And this is a dangerous putt here.
Not quite enough hyzer on it.
Yep. And he might have caught edge and rolled down that hill.
And those putts where you're putting around trees, it always seems like you never put enough hyzer on it. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's just me, but
Yeah. Ooh. Taylor just short. He's going to have to settle for a bogey as well.
So is this for par?
This is for 5.
For 5.
Yep. With the OB on the green. Oh.
And he's been putting so good all
that's
weekend.
that's a surprising miss from Richard. And Greg to get a stroke on the card. A couple strokes on some of these guys. Oh!
God.
What a brutal spit out. He needed that putt. He's not going to be happy with that. And Taylor. This is to save his 5?
The putt.
Yep.
And Taylor's got to be careful on these baskets because he's a hyzer putter, you know?
Yeah, there's not as many chains to catch it. And Chris.
Good putt from Chris. And Chris is from Rogers, Arkansas.
Rogers, Arkansas.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great courses out in Arkansas. North Shores is probably my favorite. I've played out there.
Area, it's got some awesome courses.
Yeah, definitely check that out if you guys are ever in the Arkansas area. All right, hole 5 is going to be a par 4, 830 feet. You really want to, there's OB lining the right side, and most of these guys will be throwing over that to get into a landing zone right in the middle of the fairway. You ideally want to be a little bit more right on that landing zone because it's a pretty tight tunnel all the way up to the basket, and you want to give yourself the best angle possible. As you can see here, just the hyzer line's wide open.
Yeah, there's no other line, it looks like, really.
Yeah, not really. I mean, unless you want to throw a dangerous roller down that left side, but I mean, that's not what you're wanting to do. As long as it fades back.
Perfect.
And that is ideal positioning right there.
Chris is going to throw a massive forehand. Not surprising. He's got a swing.
That's looking good.
Okay.
Yep. That's ideal as well. Alright, looks like Eagle's lining up the hyzer as well.
He put a full rip into that. The wind kind of dropped it straight down, though.
Mm-hmm. But that is a crush, and
Yeah,
he is going to be in the absolute perfect spot.
Yeah, when you throw it that hard, you know, nothing's going to slow your discount too much.
Yeah.
We got Taylor.
Yeah, this course really just tests your accuracy. As long as you can keep it in the fairway and stay away from OBs, you're going to have a pretty solid round. And just like that.
And Taylor's one of those guys that he doesn't travel a whole lot, but he'd be winning some tournaments out of state for sure.
Yeah.
He plays really good golf.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the better players here in Tulsa. Along with this guy.
All right, everyone's safe.
We got 4 drives and really good spots. Yeah, and as you can see right there, that tight tunnel, it's also pretty low as well, so you just have to mash something low and hard, slightly turning.
Is that gonna get some fade? Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, and he's a little bit short there.
Is he gonna go with the middle here?
I believe so. He's gonna try and turn something over, it looks like. It's really an interesting line to get up to the basket. You just have to hit it perfectly.
God, and that just looks so difficult to do.
Yeah, he hit those overhanging branches and just ended up left. He's gonna have to pitch up and just take a 4.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Nope. Oh.
Not beautiful?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty beautiful.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Good shot.
It looked like it was going into the bushes to the left there, but
yeah.
that was a good shot. And then Greg and Eagle both are just right here
So
where the
far.
gap is.
So far. up there.
So, I mean, they just have a lot better of a look at the basket. It's like Greg's lining up a little turnover shot.
Man, I'm so mad I missed my opportunity to play this course. It was only in the ground for 1
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, I didn't get to play it either. Oh, and this is looking perfect.
That's looking money.
Yep. Yep. Right down that tunnel.
Was this a putter from Eagle?
Yeah. Probably mid, but
It's online.
and
It's
park.
far enough too, yeah.
Yep. You're just gonna have to pitch up here.
Is that his AVRX3 that he throws all the time?
Looks like it. Yep. He's gonna be tapping in the par. Taylor ended up a little bit left. He's kind of behind these bushes, so he's got a really
Yeah, it's
interesting
funky.
upshot.
Does it perfectly.
Well done. Yeah, he wanted to keep it wide enough because there's those branches hanging right over the basket. So as long as he got it over those branches, he was good.
Oh!
And Chris with an
What?
awesome putt. That's well
Oh,
done.
he's so happy about that.
Yeah,
Let's go.
he's stoked. And he is in the mix with Greg and Eagle. He's only 2 strokes back from Eagle now.
climbing up.
Well, looks like Greg and Eagle are going to be tapping in their birds as well, though. Let's see if he can convert. And he does.
That's what's 27 down.
Mm-hmm. Got a little tap in as well.
Yeah, tapping. But it literally is a tap in for him.
Yeah.
It's, you can joke around about it, but it's facts.
Yeah. Looks like we got 3 birdies and 2 pars. That is pretty well done by our lead card on this hole. And we are on to hole 6. This hole is a par 3, 360 feet with OB carrying all the way down the left. It's an island hole. And there's also a creek to the right of the basket, so you really can't throw a driver low or else it'll just skip right into the creek. So you want something high, stalling, and have it just spike down
Spike
right.
in there.
Yep. Some guys will be throwing the backhand as well to that right gap, but it's not really ideal because left side's just wide open.
That's good. A little
Yep.
short, but
Greg's left it short. He's going to be about circle's edge there. Chris.
I'm kind of surprised
This
he's
is
going
a-
with the forehand here.
Yeah. Especially with the lefty hyzer right there. But looks ideal.
Woo!
Yep. A little deep, but should be able to make that putt. And Eagle McMahon lining up the forehand as well. Just making it look effortless.
It's got good height on it too.
Yep.
Oh!
And there's an ace, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. 360 foot. That's crazy.
He's just casually throwing a 360-foot forehand right into the
Do you
basket.
think that's going to be if it missed?
I think so. It,
I think it might have.
looked like it might have skipped right out of bounds, so he was lucky to hit the basket there, but that was an awesome shot. I was actually right behind the basket, and it was looking good right as it bended around the tree.
And I think that's his
So it
first
was-
filmed ace, right?
Yeah,
He
I think
seems very
so.
stoked about it.
Yeah, yeah. Congrats to Eagle there.
Yeah, awesome getting him with the ace on the footage. It's gonna be hard
Okay,
to
let's
follow
go
that up.
backhand.
I like back to back.
Stable enough. Yeah,
Oh,
it looks
yeah.
like the wind's
Oh,
pushing
yeah.
right back. Yeah, he's gonna have a tap in birdie there.
Not nearly as good as Eagles, but it was still a pretty good shot. She's gonna go with that forehand shot.
Have you put it out wide
Looks
enough?
like he's gonna hit the tree. Yeah, a little short.
A little short. He's going to be right there with Greg.
Farthest man out, Richard, only about 45, I'd say, maybe even less than that.
Yep. Just a little wide.
Oh, Nance.
And this is a hole that they're all wanting it to. I mean, it's right in front of your face. You should get it.
Yeah, this is a must get for the pros. And Greg.
It just kind of stayed up in the air.
Yeah. Might have been a little headwind that kept it up. But
because he usually
that's
throws
surprising.
them up high and lobs them right into the basket, but that kind of just stayed up in the air.
And Chris with a miss as well.
A lot of missed opportunities on this hole.
And just like that, Eagle's going to get 2 more strokes on the 2 guys that are
trailing him
right behind him. See if Greg can save this 3. He's taking his time.
There it is.
Yep.
Am side, but it stays in.
Yeah. I'm sure that putt was a little bit nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Especially after watching Eagle just throw it in.
Not having to putt.
And Taylor with the park job. He's got a little tap-in bird.
Puts him at 23.
23 and Richard tapping in his par.
All right, on to the
Chris
next.
as well. All right. Hole 7 is going to be a par 4. It is 700 feet. There's OB water carrying all the way right, and it's the same water that was on the last hole, just going the opposite direction. I'd say the safe play is going to be throw a forehand or a turnover out left, just so you can have a clear look at the basket. Might see some rollers as well, which looks like Eagle's lining up one of those right now.
Yeah, this hole looks, set up for a roller by
Yeah.
Eagle here.
That looks like a perfect line.
Look how straight that thing's going. There it finally goes.
And that is a bomb
That's
of a
so
roller.
far.
That was almost 600 feet because he's only got about 100 feet to the basket. Maybe 120. Might have been just short of 600 feet, but that was an awesome roller by Eagle. Taylor's just going to throw something high and...
Man, that's a really flippy disc.
Yeah. And he's going to be in a little bit of a tricky spot. He's right behind that tree. Greg laying down a roller as well.
Oh,
and
yeah,
that
let's
looks
go.
really good.
And that wind is pushing it hard. Look at that thing
And
go.
he just outdid Eagle with that one. And they're going to have just super easy upshots to get their birds. Chris is just pumping one out there, but it looks...
Is that way right?
Not way right, but it is
Find that
shorter
tree.
than he wanted to be.
It's got some trees to deal with too. Looks like Richard's lining up the roller. That or a big Annie.
Roller it is. And does that have enough? Looks like
I
it's
think he's gonna
cutting
work out.
OB. Oh,
It's
and
gonna
it's
work.
coming back.
Good shot.
That'll work. Right in the center of the fairway. And that wind is
I'm telling
affecting
you,
that disc.
that wind is going
Very
crazy
weird.
right now.
Yeah, and Chris is...
A little skip shot.
Yep. And that's perfect. He's right inside the circle.
God, these are like my least favorite type of shots from the trees right there. Yeah, worry about your follow through without
Yeah.
breaking your hand.
Yep.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah, it's
That-
really easy to saw off those
They
shots
left that a little
because
short, didn't they?
you get that subconscious paranoia towards the end of your follow through, and you're just like,
And, yeah,
you just kind of release it early.
You can't block it out either. It's in the back of your head forever.
Yeah. That's a great shot there. And Greg is just left with a little putter up shot after an awesome drive. And he's trying to throw it in, it looks like.
Yeah, why'd he throw that so
Oh,
high?
man.
I mean, it worked out, obviously, but it's a little sketchy throwing it that high.
Leaving it just short.
Here we got Chris.
Just to save his bird, I believe.
He's got that putt dialed in now.
Brady. Yep. Looks like everybody's just gonna tap in. Is this a star frame? Chris with the bird, Richard with the bird, Greg with the bird.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Taylor. I think Taylor. Yeah, Taylor missed his putt.
Yeah,
Yep.
I thought that was one, but I couldn't figure out who
Yeah.
it was.
Still well
That's a
well
great,
done by the
Yeah,
card.
great hole.
On a 700-foot par 3, you can't complain. Hole 8 is a par 3 as well. It's 365 feet, and this one is there's lots of OB. You've got the OB green along the fairway, kind of on the left side, right before the basket, and then you got the water carrying all the way down on the right side.
What about that sand? Is that sand OB as well?
Yes, the sand is OB as well, and so yeah, you'll see a lot of these forehands.
Oh man, get out of it.
You might see a hyzer over the OB water. We'll see what these guys.
Look out.
And that's a little bit wide.
Yeah, well, that thing just flipped up and went dead straight. Didn't get any hyzer whatsoever.
And Greg's lining up the hyzer over the OB.
Oh no. Okay. Okay, that's fine, right?
Yeah, he's left that a little bit short.
Yeah.
It was a little sketch because it could have skipped right onto the green, but he's still going to have a look at the basket.
And I expect
a little
Chris to get
downhill
up there on this hole. Just pump out a huge hyzer.
And
it's looking nice.
turn
It
right.
might get a big skip off that green.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And that's perfect. He's nestled right there inside the circle.
And Richard's got some forehand power as well.
Yeah, he does. Oh,
Looked like he rolled his wrist a little bit.
yeah, he's turned that over, and he's found the OB.
And I'm sure he is just so upset about that.
Yeah.
And this hole is pretty wide open.
Yeah, especially on this hole. I mean, as long as you throw something overstable.
And he got to see Eagles' forehand flight. And
Yeah.
kind of the same
Oh
thing.
man, and
Oh,
Taylor
wow.
is going straight into the water.
Look at that flip.
He is gonna have to re-tee from there.
You hate to see that. Yeah,
Looks
he
like he's
takes-
corrected.
He takes the inside line on that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just fine right there. Hopefully he can save his bogey there. Oh, it's a long putt.
Oh my god.
He's just so good at those
I
long
thought he
putts.
was making that all day.
With a little bit of a downhill putt.
So you got running?
Oh yeah, you got to. Last round, trailing eagle by 3. Maybe.
Did he run? I think
don't
the
know.
wind kind of shot that down as well.
Yeah.
Little half go.
Yeah, because there wasn't anything too treacherous about that putt. I mean. Oh, and Taylor needed to get it up just a little bit.
Yeah,
he's gonna have to tap in for the double bogey.
He hasn't quite found his putt this round. Hopefully he can find it on the back nine.
And Richard just on the M side. And,
And Chris is
yeah.
one of the few that's got his putting dialed in.
Yep. And he just got a stroke on Greg and Eagle. So he is happy about that. Everybody else tapping in their pars. And that's surprising to see from the lead card. Only
Yeah, it
one
is.
birdie. All right, on to hole 9. This is going to be a par 4, 730 foot. It's basically another layup hole. You want to get right in the dead center of this fairway. There is OB on the left and right side of the cart path. So as long as you throw something straight that'll end up in the middle of the fairway, you'll have a pretty easy upshot to the basket.
Yeah, enjoy the upshot where you might come into some trouble, but
It looks like, oh,
that looks perfect.
man, that disc was overstable.
Dude,
Does that look like it was turning straight over?
He cranks his forehands.
Yeah, but there's the basket right there, and he's going to have an easy little forehand up.
You think Eagle's just gonna do like a little hyzer flip down the middle, or what?
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
God,
Yep.
so much power.
And that is turning over really nicely.
Oh my God, that's
And
so
he
far.
has crushed that.
Look at the basket's just right in front of his
Yeah,
face.
he's got about 200 feet left, 230. And Greg, that needs to
Trust
turn
in the
over.
Flip, trust in the flip.
But he's going to be inbounds as well. He's going to
Might-
have some trees to
Yeah.
contend with. Yeah, right in front of him. So it should be an interesting upshot. But I
I
think
can't
he's got
imagine he
it.
was trying to be down there. I'm sure he wanted a little more turn on his disc.
Richard's cranking something over.
It's got too much turn. It's gonna be
Yeah,
well
that's
short.
Still in bounds though. He'll still have a look at the basket. It'll just be a little bit longer. Taylor pumping something out.
That looks great.
Turn a little bit more. And that's great. He's going to be just short of Greg's shot. And here's Richard going to try and... That
Wait,
looks like it might have too much turn. Nope. That is
No,
perfect.
that's a great shot.
That's a great recovery shot by Richard because he was a solid 380, maybe even 400 feet away after shorting his drive, and that was really well done. Put it right inside the circle.
Yeah, and Taylor getting it up there as well.
And Chris with an ideal shot, but he finds the OB,
Wow.
and that is unfortunate after his drive. But that is just the dangerous thing with this hole is
Yes, all about your upshot.
yeah. Going that
That's looking pretty
putter
nice.
rhino. And he's left his
That's-
short.
That's
He's
way
outside
farther
the
than you
circle
wanted.
there. Eagles just got a dead straight putter shot right to the basket. He just mashed his drive,
That's so insane.
and he puts it right next to the basket. And Greg is going to need this putt if he wants to keep up with Eagle.
Long look.
Oh, man.
God.
Looks like it just bounced right off the cage and
Yeah.
then spit out. See if Chris can save his par.
Good
And he
putt.
can. That's well done. That's not the result he wanted, though, but it was a good recovery.
He's got all the confidence in the world with that putt right now.
Mm-hmm. Taylor. He's got that ninja stance putt.
Yeah, he does. Knocks right in.
Perfect.
Yeah, and he kind of has the Ricky Wysocki nose down putt a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just kind of dives into the basket.
Good putt by Richard.
Yeah, that's a really good birdie from where his drive landed.
Eagle just drawing it up just how you want.
Everybody else just tapping in their pars. Or just Greg, actually. Alright, that is going to conclude the front 9 of the final round of the 2018 Oklahoma Open. We've got Eagle leading the pack by 4 strokes. He is just killing it. We'll see if these guys can make a move next round. But for now, thanks for tuning in. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We'll see y'all in the back nine.
See you soon.